Hey guys, Sports Game Fever here, back again. And last episode we made a trade for defenseman John Carlson. We traded away Blake Wheeler, Mark Stewart, and some picks. So I just want to quickly hop in to the contracts and see how our team is looking. I have not seen any comments or anything about how you guys thought that trade ended up, so I'd be interested to know about that. But oh, this is all skaters. I don't want this to be all skaters. Let's see, defenseman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have some solid D here. What is Enstrom? What is he? He's a top 4 defenseman, and he'd be playing on the 6th line. Top 4 defenseman Haynes. He'd be playing on the 4th line. I mean, sorry. I'm sorry, he'd be playing on the 2nd line along with Carlson. Hainsey would be playing, Enstrom would be playing on the 3rd. And I think Bogosian, although he's a top 4, he'll be playing with Bufflin, who's a top 2 on that on that 1st line. I'm sorry, all the numbers, get me mixed up. He'll be playing on that 1st line with Bufflin, and he will eventually be a top 2 defenseman. So that looks good. I think we're set on defensemen. Goalies, Pavlik, of course. He's good. We're getting close, guys. We're almost ready. We're almost ready to sim. But first, we do need a center. We have Little, Jokinen, Antropov, Burmistrov. We still have Burmistrov. I'd like to dish Burmistrov for someone who's more worth it, because Burmistrov, he is a 4-star. He is 77 overall, and he is 20 years old. But even if we play on the 1st line, I don't feel like he's gonna be that superstar center we need for, guess who, Evander Kane, who will be that superstar forward. So I think we need a better center, and I think we can trade Burmistrov and some of our older players for him, like Jokinen and Antropov. I think Jokinen, Antropov, and Burmistrov would definitely get us a solid, young, elite center for even this year and the future. So, see, right wing, we're really thin on the right wing, but I feel like we can fix that with some free agency. So we're set on D, we're set on goalie. We're really looking at a 1st-line center here. And then on the right wing, well, who do we have in here? No one really. We can fix that with some draft picks and some free agency. So let's get right on that. This is probably going to be the last trade before we start. Well, we'll do scouting after. Before we start setting up for the sim. Let's quickly, where is it? Trade negotiations. Wow. Just zoned out there. So trade players. So we're gonna go through here who has centers. So Getzlaf, Kolyanovo, Koivu, not really. Boston, Sagan, Krejci, Bergeron, Marchand. Sagan, obviously, but he's really up there. We could try for Sagan. You know what? Why not? They're not really saying they're willing to give him up, but I'm willing to do this. Let's do Burmistrov, Jokinen, Antropov. Now they can't accept this. They're gonna need to give up a little bit. So what if we did Dobin? I know him. And then, ooh, Hamilton. Why is this trade value so low? We could snag Hamilton. That could be good. Enter Krug. I know Krug is pretty. Actually, let's look at their potentials. Yeah, they're all. Krug's 2.5 stars. I don't know why he's just 2.5. Why is Dougie Hamilton a 3-star potential? Obviously, the rosters are really messed up because Dougie Hamilton should be worth more than 3 stars, and he is with the new roster update. I guess just like weird rosters right now. I don't know. Oh, and that's because of the cap, not because. Okay, crap. Let's just go to skaters. And Rolston, we could take Rolston on. Oh, see, this would go through. Well, like cap-wise. So we got Sagan is covered by Burmistrov and Jokinen and just and Antropov. I don't think this is a go through. Let's just see what they say. Yeah, the Boston's are totally unwilling to part ways with your Crested from us. So it's going to take a lot to get Sagan, obviously. And they're not interested in our first. They're interested in a third. But I think we could offer up this year's first, because if we have Sagan, we don't need this first round pick, and we can always trade for one later. I feel confident in sending our first round pick here. I want to try this. I really do. So let's see. Will a first plus all these three guys go for Sagan and some throw-ins? Let's see. No. It's not worth it for them still. So I think maybe hope this goes through. I don't think it will. Nope. So yeah, Sagan, I feel like he's a no-go. But let's take out these guys. I'm not putting in the second, don't worry. And let's take Antropov and Joachim. No. So Burmistrov and a first for Sagan. Actually, that could go through. Let's try it. No. There are only to part ways with Sagan. As for your offer to us, what you are offering us in return isn't very interesting. It doesn't meet our block needs at all that well, and the value just isn't there whatsoever. So I'd be willing first and second for Burmistrov. This will be our last try for Sagan, I feel, at least for the time being. So let's try this. No. Okay, yeah. So definitely, I can understand why they do not want to part ways with Sagan. So let's put Joachim and Antropov back up there. And let's see who they have for centers. We only give sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that name. I do have him in GM Connected. Yeah, he's pretty good. But we're looking for centers. We're on a mission for centers here, not defensemen. So Hogginson's the best they can offer. Not really what we'd be looking for. Calgary, they're uninterested in some of these players. Ooh, Reinhardt. 4 stars. There's a Backlund there too. Reinhardt. Actually, I think this is a different Reinhardt. Is it a different? Yeah, I think it's a different Reinhardt than what I'm thinking of. I was gonna say, I didn't think they got. Barchi. 2BC Productions has him. He's a left wing too, isn't he? Center Backlund. What's his deal right now? 77 overall. Yeah, he's kind of in the same boat as Burmistrov there, and he's older. Mike Camilleri. That's interesting to me. I mean, he's not necessarily elite. Nah, we're gonna have to pass on that. Carolina. What do you got for centers? You do have Jeff Skinner and Eric Stahl. Jeff Skinner. Hey, this could go through. Based on the values and stuff. I don't think it will. We'll have to give up a little bit extra, but let's see. It's kind of the same thing as Sagan. Let's throw in our first and see if that'll get him. If not, we'll see. Yeah, okay. So obviously, I can understand why they wouldn't want to part ways with him. Chicago. They're interested in a lot of our players there. So let's go to centers. Could we snag Taves? That would be nice if we could snag Taves. Huh. Let's see if we can. Yeah, they can't accept it. Because there's just not enough players. And, I mean, I doubt they'll accept it. But let's see. Let's throw Olsen and Beach in there. Yeah, I doubt this will go through. Yeah, they are interested in Burmistrov. But this is one of those deals, like, if we get Taves, he's definitely worth the another first-round pick. So let's give him these 2-year first-round picks. And let's see, if they don't accept them, then we're not going to stick around trying for Taves. Yeah, alright, yeah. Again, can understand that. Let's take out these first before I mistakenly, like, send them something. Alright. We could try for Duchenne. Or Stasny. I feel like Duchenne's better. Yeah. Yeah, the age-wise, definitely. Duchenne. Let's throw him in there. Let's just see what they say to this. This is obviously not going to go through. I question whether you've looked at our trade block surplus. What you're offering us in return isn't very interesting and stuff. Yeah, they're definitely not going to go for that. Columbus, do you have really anything? No. Nope. Dallas, what do you have at center? Derek Roy. Who's this Faxiga? Ooh. Who's this Faxiga? 4.5-star center, two-way forward. He's not like, you know, a playmaker or sniper or anything, but I mean a two-way forward could still play on that first line for us. Who's this Eakin guy? 22 over, yeah, he's just a fourth liner. That's interesting. I don't really know. I don't think he's our guy. Datsuk. But he's old. And we need someone who's gonna help us not only now but in the future. They are interested in our guys, but nope. What do they got center here? They have Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. That could be interesting. 4.5 stars. Yeah, it's gonna be the same deal. We're not gonna be able to get Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Let's see. What do you guys have at center? Nothing. Los Angeles. What do you have at center? Ooh, you have Kopitar, you have Richards, you have Carr. Kopitar could be the guy for the job here. He's 25 years old. That salary kind of scares me for 4 more years. But it could be worth it. Jason Wheel, he's coming up the pike. He's gonna be really good. I feel like he could be good. But I don't know. Let's see what Kopitar's deal is. I don't think they can accept that yet. Well, if we add in some things they're willing to give away, this could be worth it because they're willing to receive what we're offering. So let's put in Vey and let's put in. Hey, why don't we try putting in Wheel just cause? And how about that Moeller guy? What's his deal? 3-star. Nah, why not? Why not? I don't think this is gonna go through, but let's just see what they say. Yeah, are pretty neutral about what you were asking us to cough up, honestly. It doesn't thrill us at all, but we could live with it, depending on what you send our way. And with that said, we're not interested in your proposal if you sent us more than one guy in a single trade block need. We like Olli Jokinen if you want to take another crack at it. Yeah, it's because they're all centers, so we could take away Burmistrov. And what if we added in a guy like Ladd? I could go with. Let's throw in Ponikarovsky and Antropov. They also don't want. So what if we threw in Hainsey? No. No, we want to keep Ladd. Yeah, sure. I mean, that's not gonna get the deal done. But let's just see what they say. Yeah. What you're asking somewhere, but you aren't completely off base. So what if we threw in that first? Actually, you know what? Let's just lower because these are kind of just throw-ins. We don't need them to be that great because these guys aren't really going to be anything too special. So I feel like if we throw Vey in there, and I feel like if we throw who's there, Muzzin. Sure, let's see what they say. Yeah, let's look at our draft picks here. I'm going the wrong way. They want our third. That's not going to do it, I know. Second. Alright, I'm willing to give up let's give up next year's first. Now this could go through. We're not entirely off base, so this might go. I doubt it. Yeah. And this great thing called a trade block. We could give up 2 first. I feel like that would be worth it because there's a bunch of guys that we're not going to be using for Kopitar who will be pretty good. So let's see. Yeah, that's still not going.